All my life I've been touched by history. A child of the civil rights era, I've lived the sting of current events. A journalist, I've chronicled our collective path for 30 years. A historian, I've put those events into perspective, into context of time and journeys and destinies, and known the power of history to cleanse and to heal. I was 10 when I met Dr. King at New York's Riverside Church. Because my aunt was a member of Riverside's professional choir, I had a front row seat when Dr. King spoke there, newly returned from the wars of Montgomery, where Rosa Parks had kept her historic seat, and a battalion of everyday people rose to the occasion by taking to their feet, maintaining a 385-day boycott that would launch the modern civil rights era, the fight for human rights in America needed to this day. I met Dr. King on the receiving line at Riverside. "And what are you doing for our people?" he asked. I told him my cousin and I and two others had desegregated New York City's schools. He told me that what I was doing was important. He then lifted my chin, awestruck as I was, and called me pretty. Growing up a child of the integration generation in those days, pretty and important were about as good as a Negro girl could hope to feel. So you could say I was raised by Dr. King. The next day, as my mother brushed my hair for school, I saw a different me in the mirror. At 8 years old, northern white parents had spat on me and screamed at me and torn my clothes for trespassing what they saw as turf and I saw as school. Now, touched by King, I felt cleansed. Yes, I was raised by Dr. King. His words liberated me and made me feel what every person, man, woman, child, wants to feel: validated, heard, understood. His touch, his caring, his generosity was also a charge, a life's mission, a gift of spirit for me to share with people I meet, with audiences everywhere I go, with you. That moment, that charge Dr. King gave a 10-year-old girl is the gift of spirit I share with audiences everywhere I go, in my lectures, in my books, in every experience. In this life, my grandmother said, all things are one. The gifts we are given are gifts for the common good, gifts to share. So we must walk the walk, talk the talk, live the life. In this world too, said my grandfather, let no one contaminate your mind.